guys, welcome to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, several things to say. We will talk about managers, players, as always, plenty of things to mention. Let's jump into it together. And here we are guys, always news, always updates, but let me start this video by sending a big hug to Hansi Flick, losing his father today. On the Classico day, Hansi Flick decides to still lead Barcelona squad at the Camp Nou against Real Madrid in a really important game for his team, but this is showing also the commitment of Hansi Flick, but still wanted to send him a big hug in a difficult personal moment to a fantastic person, fantastic manager. Hansi Flick losing his dad, thoughts and prayers are with him and with the family. To get back to our news and to our business, I also wanted to mention, among things today, something quick on Ederson, because many of you are asking me, Fabrizio, it's true, according to these reports in Italy, that Ederson is almost done as a new Manchester United signing. Is going to be the first signing for Manchester United. Guys, the deal is not at the stage yet. The reality is that Ederson is one of the names on Manchester United list. Not from now, not from yesterday, not tomorrow. It's been 1 year ago, summer 2025. Manchester United recruitment team included the name of Ederson, the Brazilian midfielder, as one of the candidates for the midfield. In 2025 was not possible to proceed. Atalanta didn't want to sell the player. Now the player is up for sale because he's out of contract in 2027 and is not going to sign a new contract. So Ederson is available. Manchester United are aware of that. But my understanding is that Manchester United, yes, are talking to his agents. I told you some time ago. The conversations are active between Man United and the agents. Man United are aware of the price from Atalanta, 45 million euros, this is the price tag, so there are contacts for Ederson, but it's not the only one. Man United could sign 2 or 3 midfielders based on opportunities, based on exits and more, and so the name of Ederson is going to be a really important one, but at the moment, not the only one. There are at least 5-6 midfielders under consideration at Manchester United, and I think this is a really important part of the story before saying that it's already done or agreed. Atletico Madrid had a deal in place on personal terms with Ederson, but then they left the conversation because they don't want to pay 45 million euros to Atalanta, and they are closing in on the deal to sign João Gomes from Wolves. We have to mention more topics, guys, and we have to mention something also about Manchester United on Monday. So tomorrow, Man United could get the final green light, the official approval to receive 44 million euros, a total package of 50 million euros for Rasmus Højlund. Because if Napoli tomorrow get the official qualification to Champions League football, the obligation to buy for Rasmus Højlund will be activated. And so Man United are set to receive 44 million euros on top of the 6 million euros they already received 1 year ago, August 2025, from Napoli for the loan deal. So 50 million euros package set to be activated next week for Rasmus Højlund. Højlund will have a release clause into his contract from June 2027, so not this summer, from next summer, valid for 85 million euros. So this is the story regarding Rasmus Højlund and obviously extra money for Manchester United, so for sure an important topic. Then talking about things happening and things to clarify regarding Real Madrid. It's obviously a very busy moment and a very complicated also moment at Real Madrid. Just quickly on the players. On Aurelien Tchouameni, I already told you when he did this public statement after what happened with Fede Valverde, Tchouameni sent a message for the future. We have to bring Real Madrid back where it belongs from next season. So Tchouameni is saying in public, I want to stay here, basically. He's not thinking about anything else. I told you that Man United are watching Tchouameni, but at the moment, Man United are not making any effort because Real Madrid are not opening the doors. So eventually, if Real Madrid and Tchouameni during the summer decide to part ways, Tchouameni would be a dream target for United, but at the moment, that's it. Tchouameni is sending messages to stay at Real Madrid. I can tell you that also the same intention is for Fede Valverde, despite what happened in the dressing room. After a complicated, tense moment for Fede Valverde, the intention of Fede Valverde is absolutely to continue at Real Madrid. Fede Valverde wants to stay. Fede Valverde loves Real Madrid. Fede Valverde wants to change the situation around him after this negative moment and go back to what we always saw from Fede Valverde, so commitment, top performances, versatile player, always ready to play everywhere for Real Madrid. So For sure, from Fede, there is maximum availability to be back as soon as possible to help Real Madrid and from next season to continue together. So, no intention to leave Real Madrid for Federico Valverde. That's something really, really important to clarify because, you know, after this kind of stories, when there is this tense situation, sometimes you can also think maybe the player wants to leave, maybe the other player wants to leave. At the moment, the only player who has guarantee of an exit in the summer is Dani Ceballos, among those who have a contract, because Alaba is leaving and more. But Dani Ceballos is also going to leave Real Madrid. The situation became very tense with Dani Ceballos, not even called up again for a Clásico tonight. So Ceballos is going to leave, but the situation of Valverde and Tchouameni at the moment is different. Anything changes, I will let you know. And then, on Real Madrid, many questions on José Mourinho press conference today. José Mourinho today met the press at Benfica. They are playing at the beginning of next week. And when asked about Real Madrid and the reports, including also my reports, of course, the answer from José Mourinho was, I'm not talking with Real Madrid, I'm not talking with anyone at the club. Now the focus is on Benfica, is on the end of the season. Then I will have some time, some weeks, to speak to anyone I want about my future. So, many of you asking me, Mourinho is lying, Mourinho is saying the truth, Mourinho is denying the story. What's the reality behind that? Guys, I always say, José Mourinho is a master, a goat of communication. So he knows very well how to handle the press conferences, the public statements. So Mourinho is fantastic at that. And obviously, in this moment, the focus of José Mourinho is on Benfica. He wants to help Benfica till the very end of the season, and then it's going to be time to understand his future. But I can confirm, Mourinho is talking to Real Madrid, and those close to Mourinho are talking to Real Madrid. Then the timing is going to be important. Mourinho doesn't want to disrespect Benfica. Also because the story with Real Madrid depends on Real Madrid. It's Florentino Perez who has to say, okay, let's go ahead. Mourinho, here we go. And in that case, obviously, Mourinho would immediately go to Real Madrid. If Florentino Perez doesn't decide to activate that option, Mourinho is happy to stay at Benfica and eventually accept a new contract at the club because Benfica are offering him a new contract. Benfica are trying everything possible to keep Mourinho. But from what I understand, Mourinho has been clear, waiting for Real Madrid. So if Real Madrid arrive, Mourinho will be ready. If Real Madrid decide to change their mind, in that case, Mourinho could stay at Benfica. But that's the situation. So Mourinho is obviously saying in public whatever he feels, and again, I consider him probably one of the best at communicating in football ever, so for sure he knows how to handle that, but Real Madrid are on it. Real Madrid have activated the Operation Mourinho. Now it's going to be on Real Madrid, and specifically, more than ever this summer, on the president, Florentino Perez himself will decide the future of the manager. And so guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories about Mourinho, about Valverde, about Tchouameni, Ederson, Højlund and much more. Your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell every single day. Here, updates for you. Subscribe to the channel and see you soon here with Fabrizio. Ciao, thank you.